Hello guys. It's been nice to see you all. Some of the old names and new ones. It's hardly I feel it's just a month and it's already 1 year over. So thanks to all the management team, tech team, and support team, we were able to complete this 1 year journey. So today, primarily we will focus on understanding what's next in Harmony and what are the key things that will be needed for any developer and where we can focus on developing a multi-platform application. So as a tradition, since HarmonyOS is pretty new, let us take a very few minutes to introduce Harmony and some of the very use cases to see, and then we will immediately go to how we will develop a multi-platform. So Harmony, as we all know, it's a next generation operating system which distributed architecture and which supports wide range of smart devices. The whole idea and theme behind HarmonyOS is one as all and all as one. So all the smart devices together put as one. That is the whole concept of HarmonyOS in simply put way. So today, let's see how it is done. So we have multiple use cases. I think in multiple forums and multiple trainings, we start off with providing this. So this is basically to make sure all of us understand more about the influence of HarmonyOS and the use cases of HarmonyOS, where and all we can use. So all you brilliant minds can come up with new innovative apps and libraries which will help the community as well as the new ecosystem develop in HarmonyOS. So the one use case I think we all are using is fitness and health. I think already we know how the smart devices work, but how collaboratively it can work and how it can give more information to us on a day-to-day basis is one of the key aspects over here. The next one, I think the smartphone, where we spend majority of our time, where it helps us have a better lifestyle, build a better lifestyle around it. So majority of the home devices these days are smart devices. How all this together can give a complete ecosystem and a cohesive experience to our users. That is our smartphone use case. When it comes to entertainment, we have multiple ways of doing it. It can be a smart projection system or a social live streaming experience or many entertaining things that you see watching a movie, video, sports, along with your equipment, smart equipment that you have. It can be a speaker, it can be a projector, it can be even your phone. So then it comes to a smart office where you collaboratively work in using multiple devices, using your distributed bus and distributed data handling. So the last one is easy travel. We have seen multiple examples how starting from a home, you start navigating from one place to another, and in between it moves to your car dashboard and finally to your watch, and how it seamlessly helps you to reach your destination. So with this in account, so what HarmonyOS is for the consumers, it is one super device in any of these use cases and new use cases that we are building all of them with the smart devices that are there. The super device can use any of these resources and together make one device form. It can be a smartphone form, or it can be an entertainment or smart office. Any of these can be built. But the core in all these things is HarmonyOS and its capabilities of how it can manage data security and seamless interactions and connections. For a developer, one of the key aspects of this is how should I implement so many features, whatever I develop on so many device forms. That is the primary challenge any developer will go. So today we will see how this is achieved using the tools that are available with Harmony. So before moving to that, let's see one use case where we have an innovative application where from BlueFrog along with Huawei's connectivity and Huawei Health app, how connected devices can speak and achieve few use cases.
Good morning, Claude.
Hey, buddy.
I hope you slept well.
Very well. Thank you.
Today the weather is nice. You should take advantage of this beautiful sunny day to go for a walk.
Thank you, buddy. What is my schedule today?
Here is your schedule of day. At 10 a.m., teleconsultation with Dr. Martin. And at 4:30 p.m., pickup of your grandson at school.
Oh, I've got a full day.
You sure do. It's time for your telephone consultation with Dr. Martin.
Can you take the call, buddy?
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, doctor.
I'm going to check your data I have over the past week. I've received it by your watch. I noticed that your heart rate has been quite irregular this week and you've had very little sleep. Have you been stressed lately?
No more than usual.
You should be doing a little more physical activities to keep you in shape and relax.
Okay, thank you, doctor. Hey, I'll be careful. Talk with you next week.
It would be nice to start exercising.
Okay.
Claude, you have already taken 2,000 steps. Better than yesterday.
Thank you for encouraging me, buddy. Take a picture of me, buddy, and send it to Mark.
Okay, Claude, it's sent.
Thank you, buddy.
Are you okay, Claude? Your heart rate is high. And much higher than your past reports. You should get some rest.
I agree, buddy. Hey, Mark, what a nice surprise.
Hey, Dad, are you all right? I just got a message from Buddy that says you need to rest because your heart rate is too high.
Well, I overdid it today, son. Buddy's telling me to get some rest, and I'm going to do it. He's going to play some nice music for me.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Just take it easy and call me if you need me.
All right, son. I appreciate your calling.
Love you, Dad.
It's life. Just try to get out of bed.
So I think that was some real use cases in it. So where Buddy is a well-built robot that for Buddy to respond, it needs a lot of inputs. So that is taken care by the connectivity and the information that it has gathered into our connectivity and as well as into our wearable application. So this is one of the live use case. So along with this, Huawei has partnered with multiple global partners around the world who are that's developing innovative products around Harmony, and they have tried to build innovative applications. So we all encourage you also to do certain innovative applications. So now let us go to the interesting part. So how do we develop these things? So let us see a developer snapshot. One of the powerful application or the tool that HarmonyOS provides is its IDE. So the IDE, one of the key features is it adapts for different screen layouts. It has multiple controls. It supports drag and drop operations for each of the components. And it also does a very good preview orientation for multiple screens, which we'll be seeing today. So along with this, what are the basic information that we can get out of the studio? So it has a unified environment, the multi-language code development. It supports Java, C, C++, JS, and DS languages based on the comfort level. Each of the developer who has a previous knowledge on development can quickly grab on the basic understanding of Harmony architecture and start developing applications. So some of the implementations are with very low code. If you can start building a lot of distributed applications, which will be helpful for many use cases that we talked just now. Along with that, it also supports multi-device emulators. We can have an emulator as a phone, a tablet as a watch, and a multi-device previewer as which we can see here. So what is the development value that anybody can get? So the developers can start developing easily without having to depend on multiple hardware. They don't have to depend on hardware at all. The emulators help them understand how the hardware adapts or behaves, so you can easily develop. As we previously spoke, we also support multi-language for development, and it has a rich set of features which helps you develop multiple features with very less amount of code. For the device manufacturers or the OEMs, the amount of bringing into the market is shortened with the help of the ecosystem and the tool chain that are available, and a very strong community back uh, support will be provided for all these developers. We already saw from past 1 year how our developers, engineers, and freshers have developed more than 136 community components that have been already put to production right now. So with that, let us go back and see. I hope my screen is visible. So here I have put up a very simple, because of the time constraint, I have already developed a simple application, which will walk it through rather than developing here. It's a very simple to-do list. We can all see here, it's developed using JavaScript and using the components of Harmony. So here we see a very simple container. We have a list here that is available here. And then we have task list, which is fetched from JS. We will see that. And we can see how these things are working. Okay. So here we have a main important thing is a preview, which we famously talked all this time. So it does a hot reload based on the pages that we have developed, and quickly it is fetching the data from here, and we can also do the inspection of how the layout has been done, how the tree structure is done, and how we are making this entire UI. So we can debug how the UIs are not working properly or whether it is working in the right way. We can also make it functional. If you see here, you can also make it function. Whenever I say a to-do list is done, we can see uh, the item getting disabled. So at the same time, when I make it enabled, so we can see all these items are done. The colors are telling what is the urgency of the task. So that's how it is done. So that is taken care in the CSS. We can see over here. If it is a urgent issue, it is in red, serious is yellow, and green is in the low or normal one, the low priority is. It is all based on the time that has been set. So all that is taken using a random value, just generating random values here and just popping over here. So you refresh every time, the colors and also the values will change because of the randomness. I have made it in such a way so everything will be random. So here majority of the things are blue here. So this is one aspect where we can see preview. So now comes the most important thing, how we are developing it as a multi-platform, right? So the preview provides a very important feature where you go here and just enable this multi-profile preview. So you can see along with this, if I scroll down, what happened. So based on the device font, now it is a tablet. So automatically we see the font is increased. When we see this is a smart TV, it is more like a scrolling in a TV, right? So at the last one, we have a watch or a smart watch where you see how it works. So you exactly know how it is working in each of these things. Now let us try to do some changes over here and see whether it works or not. So now let us take away so everything is hard coded here for the ease of understanding. Let us say, so just give it there. So what happens here, you can see everywhere it is doing a hot reload. So once I come here, so automatically it has come to change. So now we can see the same thing everywhere. So you can also see in each place, in some places it is disabled and some places it is enabled. The reason being every place it does a hot reload, and because of the randomness, the values are changed. If you fix these values instead of a random event, so it will always be the same. So if I see again, if I refresh again, you can see everything is changed again. So this is how the emulator is helping us to visualize how we can do it for each of these devices. At the same time, Harmony also supports local simulator. So we can do the same thing in a local simulator. Now we were seeing a preview. So once we go into a preview, we'll run this application, what we have just done on a device, and where we can also see how it works. Now we can see how exactly it is the same. The size and the width are different based on the device that we have selected, but the way how it behaves, how it seems is all the same. This is as good as that you see on a device, right? So apart from this, what all it can do? So it also has a visual mechanism where we saw we can drag and drop the components and build the entire application without even developing it, the basic UI. And also it has got few of the simulators. Right now we saw simulator. In a similar way, we have emulators also. So here we can also see today we unfortunately there was another demo plan because of the bandwidth we are not able to see that today. But parallelly you can see there are multiple options that have been provided by our device manager. The local emulator which we saw just now, this is our local emulator. We have a previewer which provides features where we can see all these things in multiple ways, and we have a super device where together we can play around and see how it works. So currently that application might take some time because of where our data houses are placed. But this is how I can see multiple devices are there in my country where I can test all these things before going into it. So let us go back to our preview. So here, let us see, apart from we change the physical string now, let us do some other changes. Maybe I want to change instead of black, the complete background. Let me make it as something else. So for that, I need to go to a main container. So I have a div class main test container. All of you might be already familiar how it is done. So here I have a container. Now the current color is set as black. Let me do something like golden brown maybe. And let's see how it works. So you see how it changed the entire year. It doesn't. We didn't change one screen. It has actually changed every other screen. So now we see only the to-do list is black, maybe because the color over here for the title defined. Maybe let's double check that. The title is defined as this, it was this, and we can do it as a blue. So it's still refreshing. Now you see change. Now we can. Yes. So each place, how did it achieve all these things? Now we see it is here, it is more like this. So let us go back and see in the device, how did we change and achieve this? So one simple thing that we always go back is our CSS. Wherever we go here, we can see how the media tag has been used and the device type has been explicitly mentioned over here. So here we see for the TV, the to-go item height has been increased, the font size has been changed. So only the UI element are involved here, where we are adding the margins for the phone, where you are for item you are adding padding for left and right. So where we need all these things over here. But if you see here how easy it is to develop one application and one simple code, and we are able to develop multiple device forms. So this is the ease in which we can develop Harmony applications. So this is something I wanted to show you guys. Now let us go back to another important aspect. So one of the thing anybody might ask, so how many people are really using HarmonyOS and how the developer community is working on it? So let us go back and see that. So whatever we saw just now, I think this is the capability of it, where we have Java, JS, and C++. We also have a capability in the tool chain, the device as well as the ID, where the native code, that is the C++ code, can interact with the JS or Java based UI application. So that the legacy-based components can also be brought into Harmony, or the games that are very popular can also be brought into it. So another aspect what I was telling is what is Harmony ecosystem. So currently this is an old statistics. The new one is yet to come and made it public. So we have already achieved more than 100 million devices where HarmonyOS is up and running. It involves phone, laptops, smart screens, smart TVs, smart watches. There are n number of devices, smart devices. There are more than 1.3 million developers across globe who are working on HarmonyOS. There are more than 1,700 hardware partners, global and China included. And we have more than 400 application and service partners who are actively developing new and innovative applications for HarmonyOS. So the whole presentation was for the developer community to get involved into Harmony and see the ease in which we can develop the components and applications using Harmony. With that, I would like to end my presentation, and if any queries are there, I would like to take them. We have our Discord, GitHub, and communities where you can actively join. Uh, I think already Ratna explained what are the new internship, many things that are available through our Applet community, and we will be happy to help.